over the years, there were times when I would just be like, oh, okay, this year I'm going to do this year I'm going to try to adjust to this area. And I'm sure there are many people who do it that way. And there are some people who even write it down, but they just write it down and just put it aside. But this time around, you are trying to be intentional. You are being intentional about it. You devote, if it's an hour, if it's 2 hours you want to devote to it, this is something that is going to take you for a whole 365 days, my dear. You cannot just think of it for 2 seconds in your head and that's all. No. Hi guys, hello sugars. Welcome and welcome back to another video. If you happen to be watching this in the year 2023, happy new year guys, and if not, then happy last day of the year 2022 guys. Alright, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about tips that would help us to achieve our 2023 New Year resolution, and trust me, this video is going to help you. I am very confident of that fact. This video is going to help you. Alright, so if you are someone who over the years you've tried writing down or preparing New Year resolutions, but you notice that probably after the first few weeks you slack in them, alright, you've been trying this over the years, you've not been successful, trust me, this video is for you. Trust me, because based on my experience, based on other people's experience, successful people's experiences, based on life generally, based on different things, based on research, alright, I brought out this tip, and I'm very confident that these tips will definitely help you to have a successful New Year resolution this 2023. Do you understand? So if you are interested in having a successful New Year resolution for the year 2023, then please stay through to the end of this video. Alright, now one thing I'm going to let me just get this out of the way, okay? Normally when you are trying to plan for something, alright, you want to achieve something so date. Alright, normally it is not okay for you to wait until that date before you start. You're supposed to start before even getting to that date. You start preparing yourself mentally, materially. If there are things you need to get for that plan to be successful, you start preparing everything down. Alright, let me just get that out of the way, because I'm sure some of us will be watching this new year 2023. So yeah, now my first tip, what I'm going to say before I even start with my first tip, what I'm going to say is take yourself to be a company, your own company, and you are the CEO of that company. Do you understand? Take yourself to, let me repeat it, take yourself to be a company and you are the CEO of that company. And now you being the CEO, you are one that everyone looks up to for that company to be successful. Do you understand? And I'm sure if you know that you are the owner of a company, you wouldn't, there is no way on this earth you would want your company to flop or not to be successful. Do you understand? So now you are your own project, you are your own company, and it is your duty to see that your company is successful. And at the end of the year, you have something tangible to bring out when bringing out the estimate of your budget for that year. You know, you have something tangible. So that's the first thing. Now, my first tip for you to have a successful New Year resolution is have reflections. Alright, there is no way you are going to want to achieve something very candid this year if you do not reflect on the past year or the past years. Do you understand? So if you want to achieve something very worthwhile this year, or you want your whatever it is you want to have your new resolution, if you want it to be successful, think about the past year. Alright, and this is not something most times some people, because I've noticed it actually, some people they just have, or some of us sometimes or most times we have our New Year resolutions in our head. I feel like if you have a company, you don't just think about every plan you want for your company and just leave it in your head. You either write it down, you type it down, you get it on paper. This is your company, it is your project, it is your duty to see that your 2023 New Year resolution is successful from January to December 2023. Do you understand? So it is something that you don't just think about it that, oh, this is what I want for my New Year as my New Year resolution, or this is what I'd like to achieve this year. No, it doesn't just stop there. Get it penned down, or you get it typed. Do you understand? So that is the first thing. Have a reflection of the past year. Now you get your, let's assume you're using a book here. You get your book, and this is not a book that you're just going to write and then you just throw away. This is something that you're going to always have handy. Do you understand? Now think about your successes and your downtimes. I'm not going to call it failure now, because you're not a failure. Trust me. If you had downtimes, it doesn't mean you're a failure. The only time one is a failure is when you fall and you refuse, you decide not to stand. That is only when you are a failure. But when you fall and you stand and you learn from your mistakes, from the reason you fail, trust me, you're successful. The fact that you're able to stand up means you're successful. Okay, you're not a failure. So now you get your book, your bio, or your journal. Do you understand? Pen down your successes the last year. Everything that you were successful at last year, 2022. Pen everything down. Now pen down the circumstances around that success. Of course, you are the major actor, the major character in that you're successful. You were the major character in that you're successful position or situation. So you should know the circumstances around it. Probably you were able to do this and get this awesome result. What were the things surrounding it? Probably people that impacted positively into your life at that moment, that made you to be successful, or things that you did at that moment that made you to be successful. Pen down all of that. All right, now get another segment of the book. Pen down your downtimes. Sorry. Pen down your downtimes. Pen down things that you know that you did, or circumstances surrounding the downtimes. What were the mistakes you made? What were the things you did that caused you not to be successful in that moment, in that situation? Do you understand? Who were the people surrounding you? Because sometimes some people hinder or frustrate your journey of success, your progressive journey. Some people hinder it, some people frustrate it, even without being intentional. Do you understand? So if you allow them, that's just life. It's not like they want you to be a failure or something, but that's just life. So there are some people you don't allow at some certain times in your life, or at some certain moments in your life. Do you understand? So now write them, then compare between the two, the success and the downtime. Now for the successful part, what were the things that made it successful? Is it the time you put into? Is it the work you put into? Is it the resilience you put into that thing, into achieving all of those things? Look at everything. It is your company, all right? It's as if you are writing down things for your project of your company, what your project management of your company. So you have to sit, and when you are trying to plan or write out your New Year resolution, you devote time to it. It's not just something, because I know some over the years there were times when I would just be like, oh, okay, this year I'm going to do this year I'm going to try to adjust to this area, and I'm sure there are many people who do it that way. And there are some people who even write it down, but they just write it down and just put it aside. But this time around, you are trying to be intentional. You are being intentional about it. You devote, if it's an hour, if it's 2 hours you want to devote to it. This is something that is going to take you for a whole 365 days, my dear. You cannot just think of it for 2 seconds in your head and that's all. No, you devote the time that you are supposed to devote to it. All right, give it that time. Sit down with it. Plan it very well. All right, plan. Once you've written it down, why were you not able to do this one last year? Okay, what were the things that made you not to achieve this last year? Now, okay, how can you achieve it this year? Okay, you achieved this one last year. Now you want to step onto something else. How can you do it? All these things, you write it. What are the plans you have towards achieving this. You know, who are the people you need in your life that would help you achieve this? Because trust me, you also need people to be able to achieve some, if not all, some of your New Year resolution, your plans for the year. All right. So, what are the books you need to read? What are the seminars you need to attend? What are the videos you need to watch? What are the times you need to rest? Which time do you need to rest? Because most times when you want to achieve a lot of things, if you do not rest, you cannot cheat nature, you cannot cheat your brain. When it's time for your brain to rest and you do not allow your brain to rest, you're just like, no, I want to do this, I want to do that. You're going to, most times there's a high probability that you're going to make a mess out of that thing. Do you understand? So that is that. Have a very good reflection on your past year successes and the past year downtimes. Trust me, with this, you are going to analyze. While you're analyzing, you're going to know that, oh, this was the reason I wasn't able to achieve this, or this was the reason I was actually able to do all of these this year and achieve all of these this year. If it means leaving your parents' house, and I don't mean in a wrong way, in a negative way, no. If you're of age and you feel like you are capable of doing it, if it means leaving your parents' house, then my dear, go ahead. Go ahead and do it. Just make sure you're not doing anything negative or anything bad or anything harmful both to yourself and your family and your future. Most times, so once you can have a deep reflection, all right, once you can have a deep reflection, it's going to allow you to know that, oh yes, this is something I can actually achieve. All right, and probably the reason I wasn't able to achieve it before was due to probably frustration, because yes, sometimes when we want to do some things, there are things that frustrate us. So it could be due to frustration, due to lack, all right, not having enough funds, or lack of knowledge, ignorance, or due to even having so much to do in so little time that the burden would just make you to feel so weak and depressed and not even being able to achieve one little thing successfully. So you just need, it is very important and it's very crucial that you have a deep reflection on the past. Do you understand? If you want the present and future to be better. That's the first tip into achieving a successful New Year resolution this 2023. I'm sorry this video is dark. Please just bear with me. So now, I want you to know at the back of your mind that there is nothing in this life that you cannot achieve. In as much as you are determined to achieve it, you will achieve it. Keep affirming that to yourself. In as much as you are determined to achieve it, trust me, you will achieve it. It doesn't matter what it is, you will achieve it. It doesn't matter the small step. Let me tell you, the journey or a big journey starts with a single step. A single step, all right? So it doesn't matter the big dreams you want to have, just start it already. Do you understand? You can achieve whatever. Now, before I go to my next point, because I have 3 points, 3 tips. I just told you the first one. I'm about telling you the second one. Before I go to the third one, which is very crucial, please, I want you to stay to listen to that third one. It is very, very crucial. The second thing that I want to say is record your successes as you proceed. Applaud yourself as you proceed. This is very crucial. And when I say very crucial, I mean very crucial. 101% crucial. If it means you having a book like your journal, you can line your journal into weeks. Now, once you start with your New Year resolution, at the end of, do a weekly review, do a monthly review. All right. You don't need to wait until the end of the year before you now think that, oh, was I able to achieve this year resolution? Once you've jot down all of your New Year resolutions, all right. Now, you could, if you want, you could even do a daily review. All right. At the end of the day, if it's a daily review you want or a weekly review you want, then at the end of the day or at the end of the week, you now look, okay, these are the things that I set to do this week. All right. Because you cannot just say you want a New Year resolution and then you just leave it that, oh, this year. You started small. All right. The bigger things you achieve it while doing the smaller things. So at the end of the day, you think to yourself, okay, this thing that I already set, this New Year resolution, all right, it's through doing by doing so so and so, I'll be able to achieve it. Now, for the ones I did this day or this week, let me go through it. How did it go? All right. Now, you after penning down everything and analyzing everything, the ones that you were successful at, applaud yourself. Write it down. Okay, I was successful at this. Trust me, that is a motivation. Trust me, it gives you energy to push further, to push harder. Do you understand? That is a motivation. So just look into it. Applaud yourself that, oh, I was able to talk to this person. Oh, I was able to read this chapter. Oh, I was able to secure this position. Oh, I was able to secure this job. Oh, I was able to talk to this person. It doesn't matter how little it is. So far you did something and you were successful in that thing, my dear, continue. All right, it's going to give you that motivation to continue. So you do a daily review, you do a weekly review, and you have to be disciplined in doing all of this. Do you understand? Because you know that at the end of it, if you feel, I know there are moments when you feel down. I know there are moments you feel tired. Rest if you feel tired. Okay, so once you start, applaud yourself. This you're able to achieve, applaud yourself, because trust me, it's not easy. We all know it is not easy. So applaud yourself for everything you do. If it means going to do your nails as a lady, if it means you just getting yourself ice cream, if it means as a guy getting yourself a shirt, getting yourself some pairs of boxers, whatever it is, getting yourself a wristwatch, do it. Applaud yourself. It doesn't matter how little it is, just applaud yourself, take yourself out. Do you understand? So yeah, gift yourself. So now that's the second thing. There's just this happiness that comes with you looking, there's this peace that comes with you looking at your successes, viewing your successes, whether you're looking at it on paper or you're just mentally reviewing your successes. There's this peace, tranquility, that you feel. This, it brings another kind of energy and gives you the vibes. Do you understand? To continue. And even while you are doing it, keep affirming to yourself. Manifestations are always very good. Affirmations are very good. Keep affirming to yourself that you can do even better. You can do better. You can do better. Trust me, this will help you through the year. So now this third point, which I said is very, very, very important, is you need God. Trust me, if you want to put all of these things together too, you need God, because there are moments when you will just feel, oh, you get that point, you just feel, oh, you need God, because why? What is God? God is like the one that you submit to, the one that lords over your life. So tell me why you won't allow the one who lords over your life, the one whom you submit to, the one who controls you. Tell me why you won't allow him in your life. If you do not have him in your life, it will get to a moment when you'll be frustrated, because there are different things that can, it could be even spiritual things, spiritual forces or whatever it is, that can attack and just want to frustrate your efforts. And aside that, you just need God. Trust me, God in your life makes a huge, I mean a huge difference. There are times when you might feel like giving up, but you go back to God. Let him be there. Trust me, God gives you the energy. He gives you strength to put all of these things together. He gives you wisdom, knowledge, understanding, intelligence, name it. He helps you. God is a very important factor in your life. It doesn't matter. Keep praying to him. God, give me the grace, give me the strength to continue, and trust me, God is definitely going to do it for you. Trust me, he is going to do it for you. Just trust him. Allow him in your life. Always pray, communicate with him. Allow him, whatever you want, whenever you want to do something, talk to him about it. God, this is what I want to do. Is there a better way you want me to do it? Or trust me, he will come through for you. He will come through for you. And always try to thank God for everything you achieve. It's not good to always complain. There are times when, trust me, we are humans, we might want to complain, and we will complain sometimes, but most times try to give thanks to God. This stuff is really dark, but most times try to give thanks to God. Do you understand? Thank Him for your successes, even for your down moments. Thank Him for everything, and ask Him for the strength, for the grace to continue. And trust me, you are going to achieve a successful New Year resolution this year, 2023, from January to December. Trust me. If you can put all of these tips that I just mentioned into play, you will achieve your plans for this year. Trust me. All right. Now, the last thing I'm just going to say is whatever it is that your plans are, start already. Start your plans already. Remember, you are the CEO. The CEO doesn't wait for the employees to start before he starts. You start. Other people helping with other people that are helping to impact your life, they're just like your employees. You are the CEO of this project of your life. So start it now. Start the plan now. If starting means getting a book, get a book now. And I'm sure that if you are even watching this video, you've taken a step already. That is a step you've started already. So that I'm going to congratulate you on that one. Now get a book. If it's a book that you need, or if it's a phone, if it's your notes, write it down. Start it now. Write it. Okay, my New Year resolution. If you haven't penned them down, if you still have them mentally, in your head, pen them down. Just start. Do you understand? Just that. I really want to stop here because it's already dark and this video is already long, it's already lengthy. So thank you very much. If you stayed up to this moment, thank you very much. Please let me know your comments in the comment section, your own opinions. Let me know anything you'd like to share with me. Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to go through them. And yeah, please kindly give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you very, very much for staying through to this moment. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.